So it will able to take the pressure of deadlines and the kind of targets.
Yes, because see now unlimited, right? Like agency has a bandwidth issues. Here you don't. Here you have creativity issues. Now you just need to ask it as it's unlimited. You can ask as many times as possible. So for me, the bigger problem or the goal that I'm trying to solve is, it's not about the planning. It's not about even the content creation, because slowly it's going to get commoditized as models become very. It is how do I make hyper personalized whatever I do. So right now what is happening is, if I am selling something, I create a marketing brief and I blast it to everybody. But that is an old school model. Now the world has changed. If you open your Netflix and I open my Netflix, both Netflixes are very different. The playlist that you have, the recommendation that you have. So you have your own Netflix and I have my own Netflix. Why? Because personalization has kicked in. So then you're going in your own journey, I'm going in my own journey, right? Same thing, now when I'm selling something to you and to him, I cannot sell the same message. You have a certain emotion that you connect to. He has a certain emotion that he can connect. What I want Rava to help is like, okay, agency's model anyways is going to get disrupted. If I don't do it, somebody else will do it. I'm fine doing it and taking that market share. But I'm more excited about, how do I, at scale, how do I create personalized messages? The product is the same, but the way I'm sending an email to you versus somebody else should be radically different.
But you'll be focusing more of the corporate companies and different
right now,
because I've been like in touch with other people, also startups at artificial intelligence. They're helping students to get the right university, getting students who are from other cities where they don't know how to get into the big companies, or that's the other aspect. I think you will be working more of the corporate companies, or
we will be, so again in startups,
more of the startups, this kind.
So for us as startups, now I'm talking from a startup point of view, we want to conquer the whole world. That's the mistake that we do. In the initial phases, you need to take a niche. You need to figure out, hey, this is the niche, this is the set of cohort, this is the set of group of people that I'm going to target audience, that I'm going to be so focused and solve to them. After that, I'll explain.
Who's your target audience
for
right
me,
now?
Small and medium-sized businesses.
Any kind of background.
Any kind of a background doesn't matter. Anywhere it doesn't matter. I should be able to help you guys.
Let's talk on figure, like what kind of investment it will be, and you can make it to that point. That will be interesting for people to know.
You mean from a company's perspective?
Or money point, finance-wise, like a company with this much of money. They wanted to grow in this much. How,
revenue. So
revenue-wise.
Revenue-wise. So the moment you say, I'm going to put this much money, I'm going to get that much money, that is business. Marketing doesn't follow that. You put this, you get that, right?
Getting the revenue or making the company grow.
It is about, so what we call it as a pipeline or a funnel. So there's another marketing concept, but a very first principles concept. I'll dumb it down so that it becomes very easy to everybody. At the end of the day, if I'm selling something for 1,000 rupees, and I want, every month I want 1 lakh rupees as my, if it is, that's what I'm spending for my company. That means I need 100 people paying me 1,000 rupees. That's a business, right? So now the goal is, how do I get this 100 people? My 1,000 is decided because my engineers have built it, I'm paying salaries. So now how do I get this 100? These 100 are not available readily for you to go. They're all across in the market. Now what we do is, like, we try to figure, so that's what funnel, when I say funnel, if I'm doing a social media campaign, let's take social media as one of the things where, okay, I'm doing a campaign where I'm trying to sell this product at a 20% discount this month. I'm going to do a post. So people will start liking me. So that's your top of the funnel. So in the funnel, there's something called top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. So we try to pour as many people as possible at the top so that they at least are interested. They're not going to buy. So for me to get 100 here, in some businesses, it may take 10,000 people at the top. For some businesses, it may take 500 people at the top. But out of those 10,000, now once they are there, now I'm going to go more target, personalized to you and say, you have this problem. You need to solve this problem. Let me help you solve this problem. This is how you're going to solve this problem. Then they kind of subscribe to you. Then they come into your own small cohort. Then you start engaging with them. And then from there, from 10,000, let's say 500 people or 5,000 people have come into this part. Now for this 5,000, you have to have a different type of marketing messaging. Now from there comes your 1,000. So for every 1,000, you need to have 10,000 more. So marketing's job is to ensure how do I get those 10,000 people. Every 10,000 is getting me 1,000. So how do I get 10,000? Because the world is 8 billion people. Online there are 4.2 billion people. India there are 1.8 billion people. So marketing strategies are all about how do I get it. So then I need to understand your target audience. Okay, my target audience are all professionals or working women. Okay, working women. Working women may not be there, may be there in Facebook. They may not be there here. Okay, if they're in Facebook, Facebook has 1.2 billion people, out of which 40% are women. Then once you do that ratios, then you get your segment.
Right.
And that segment you start bombarding. So marketing is to get people there. For that you need content. Once they come here, then your sales comes into picture. Personalization comes into picture. Then they start throwing sales people at you to see based on the margins. What we do in Rava is, at every level, we try to help you create content, because ultimately it's a content game. So what we don't realize, even a sales guy needs a collateral.
Yeah.
A marketing person anyways needs a sales. But the funny thing, I didn't realize it until I came to my second startup. Even, see, we are selling, we ourselves, we think that we are only selling it to our customers for which I need a marketing team. No. I'm selling my company to my potential next guy who is coming to my company. I'm hiring that guy. I have to, he has multiple options. Supposedly I want to attract smart talent, and everybody that want to attract that guy. So I have to go talk to him and attract him also. No, that means there's some kind of a marketing that I need to do about my brand, my website. So that is marketing. So somebody has to do that. Fundraising, funding.
That's the biggest point.
At this stage, that's the biggest point. That is marketing. One way or the other, what is an investor looking? He wants to understand your business so that he can give you a second appointment.
Okay.